Hey everyone, I'm Ron Jones.
And I'm Jennifer Bellamy. Right now, because of the plume, a shelter-in-place remains in effect for a 2-mile radius around the biolab facility in Conyers. So take a look at this map. If you live or work within the red circle here, you are under the shelter-in-place order. It includes several neighborhoods on both sides of I-20 and is in place from 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. until further notice.
You know, it's been more than a week since the fire at the biolab sent chemicals into the air, spreading a smoky haze across metro Atlanta. We have live team coverage for you tonight. 11 Alive's Molly Oak is showing us how the EPA is now monitoring your air quality, but we're going to kick things off with Cody Alcorn live in Conyers, digging into Biolab's relationship with Rockdale County and the company's absence when it comes to updating residents there.
Well, Ron and Jennifer, tonight Rockdale County confirms that Biolab has been invited to 3 of their 4 news conferences since this disaster unfolded behind me 8 days ago, but says that Biolab has not showed up, even though they were expected to provide updates to the community about what's happening here. But again, up to this point, Biolab's been a no-show. 20 years ago, May 2004, a 260,000 square foot Biolab warehouse caught fire. Close to 125 tons of dry chlorine pellets were stored inside. This disaster was followed by several other incidents at the site. But Biolab has remained one of the county's top 10 employers, a close relationship between the two. This picture snapped in 2019, showing the groundbreaking of the company's new 275,000 square foot warehouse. The county offering Biolab a 10-year property tax break to secure the project. That would become the site of a major disaster 5 years later.
We're working with very hazardous chemicals. It's an uncontrolled chemicals. They're not in containers. They're not in the building. We can't shut the doors.
Right now, air quality still a top concern. The county chairman confirming the magnitude of this disaster.
We still have a crisis, so we're still in the middle of crisis management, and we have crews on the ground at the scene trying to get this situation completely under control.
The community and business owners directly impacted demanding better communication.
They need to know how long they're going to be shut down and not be able to access their businesses.
The chairman acknowledging they don't have the answer.
We cannot give you false hope or box us into a certain amount of time. I would love to say that this will be over tomorrow, the next day, but we're not at that point.
Now, some have questioned this close relationship between county leaders and Biolab leadership teams and how that might be playing into the fact how this company is being held accountable for this disaster. Now, the chairman did not speak about that when questioned at that news conference. However, in an email from the public relations folks here in Rockdale County, they told me right now their #1 priority is the safety of this community. Now, I did reach out to Biolab tonight about them being a no-show at all these news conferences. They've yet to get back to me. In Rockdale County, Cody Alcorn, 11 Alive News.
All right, Cody, thank you. And let's bring in 11 Alive's Molly Oak now, also live tonight from Conyers. Molly, you sat down with the EPA tonight, now bringing in extra resources to monitor air quality.
Yeah, and so the EPA is telling me they pretty much have their hands full between sending folks helping out with Hurricane Helene recovery, prepping for Hurricane Milton, and now also with the plume here. So not only are they bringing in extra people, some they're telling me coming in from as far as New Jersey, now they're also bringing in extra equipment to help better monitor the plume and the air quality here in the county. When you cruise through Rockdale County, you're not the only one driving around.
They can go out and chase that plume.
Because while you may notice devices like this,
we're doing air monitoring within the community.
The EPA is bringing in a new tool, this time on wheels.
It's a laboratory instrument sat into a bus.
Greg Harper says the EPA is already monitoring the air quality 24/7.
So they can tell me, oh, hey, this station at this location, we're starting to see a spike.
He says that monitoring,
chlorine and hydrochloric acid,
is happening in 3 areas. On site at the Biolab facility, which he says is done through the company's resources, at stationary spots close to the facility, and then there's the 3rd one,
which we call roving monitoring. So what we can do is we can send a team out with those same instruments, and we can go to see if there's an area where the plume looks like it's headed, or there is a plume there. We can do detections within that plume, and get an understanding of exactly what that risk might be to the community.
That's where this comes in, the Trace Atmospheric Gas Analyzer Mobile Laboratory. He says it gives the EPA high-quality data about chlorine in the air.
That range is more sensitive than our community air monitoring equipment that's set out. So it's just another piece that helps us ensure the safety of the community.
Rolling through Rockdale County, keeping an eye on what's in the air in hopes of keeping you safe.
Now, the EPA isn't the only one that can see that data it's collecting. It also has an interactive tool so you can see the latest findings. We've got that linked up for you on 11alive.com. Reporting live in Rockdale County, Molly Oak, 11 Alive News.
Molly, thank you. Meanwhile, tomorrow, state leaders are holding a meeting to hear from citizens, business owners, and employees impacted by the biolab fire. It's happening at 10 a.m. at the Coverdale Legislative Office building. That's right across the street from the state capitol. For our full coverage on biolab and the chemical plume, text the word plume to the number on your screen. It's 404-885-7600. We'll send links to everything that we know so far straight to your phone.